Yep, it's that time. We're playing some Sonic CD. Yeah, I bet you all missed this one. Bet you never played it. Well, a lot of you anyway. 'Cause it was on the Mega CD and the Mega Drive, and it was quite a difficult thing to get hold of in UK. So yeah, if you're lucky enough to play it on there, you're very lucky. But I've got the Steam version. So anyway, let's start with the soundtrack. I put a Twitter poll out and I asked everyone, do we want the Japanese soundtrack or the US soundtrack? And a whole 8 people answered my poll and said a 7-1 for Japan. So we'll play the Japan soundtrack for the game. There's 2 soundtracks and each level has 4 different soundtracks for each of the parts of the level. Because with Sonic CD, it's all based on a time travel sort of gimmick, shall we say. You start in present day, and the aim of the game is to prevent a bad future. So, are you with me so far? Are you with me so far? This game does get confusing. Right, you start in the present. You've got to beat the bad guys, destroy the machines in each level, and also Metal Sonic machines, which are one of the things, and there's robotnik machines, but we'll go into that later. If you destroy them in the past, you've got to go back in the past from the present to destroy these machines to make a good future. If you don't, it ends up being a bad future. So, and every single one of these, so past, present, good future, bad future, they all have different soundtracks. So I'll try and show them off as much as I can, but I know the bad futures I try to avoid because of the difficulty level. It ups. There's more monsters. There's more machines to fight, and it's just generally harder. So if I can show them off, I will, but I'm not going to make any promises because the main aim of the game is go to the past, find the machines, get the good future, and then if you do that, you get the good ending at the end. So anyway, I'm not going to show you the intro because I've already done a previous video for that. So if you want to check that out, I'll link you in the little eye in the top right corner. So anyway, let's start. And I've had a few I've started with already, so I'll just do a new game at the end, just so you can see it's a brand new game, no issues. Okay, and Palm Tree Panic, here we are. Now, oh, there's a good start. Now, Sonic CD, like I said, it's not like the traditional Sonic games. You can't really just, well, you can just run to the right and finish the level, but you won't get the good ending. Yeah, so to get the good ending, we've got to get these machines in the past levels. Now, to go to the past, you need to find one of these little past checkpoint thing. So you can now see you've got a pass down the bottom. We just speed through an area at full speed at 88 miles per hour because, you know, Back to the Future references everywhere in this game. And now I'm in the past with a new soundtrack until I get the invincibility and destroy that. But never mind. So immediately, what can I say about this game? I love the art style. It is a beautiful looking game. Just in general, I just think I've really always enjoyed playing Sonic CD because it's one of those sort of hidden gems of the Sonic games, in my opinion. A lot of people just overlooked it because they didn't know it even existed because of how hard it was to get hold of, because it was on the Mega CD. Okay, so I've got a future checkpoint, so I've got to be careful here. If I go too fast, I will go back into the future. So here's the machine you've got to defeat to create a good future. Let's try not to get hit by him. Oh, I'm going to do it anyway. So here you go. I'll blow this machine up. Boom. Now, if I manage to get into... Oh no, wait a minute, I'll do it. I was going to say, if I manage to get to the future area, it should now have a good future. Which means I can complete the level, and you see flowers now appearing everywhere. Like for instance this one down here. That's because I've destroyed the machine and prevented the bad future. All by Robotnik, the horrible, horrible person he is. So yeah, I mean, it is confusing, this game at first, but once you get your head around it, it's a really good Sonic game. I mean, I've tried to convince a lot of people with this in the last couple of weeks, and I'm saying that you guys, you need to play this game. It's a good game. And I've just had lots of mixed opinions on Sonic CD. Lots of people say it's the best Sonic game, and lots of people say it's the worst Sonic game. But I think most of the people think it's the worst game is because they don't understand how to play it. So there you go. Sonic made a good future in Zone 1. So that's the aim of Sonic CD though, is to make the good future. Okay, Zone 2. Not acts, there's zones apparently. To confuse you even more. Because from what I gathered of Sonic CD though, oh, we don't want the future. We want the... Actually, I'll try and go to the future just so I can try and show off the bad future. Because it's slightly different to the other sections. So here you go, let's see, it's all been mechanised, shall we say. And I'm not sure on the first area here, but most of them are actually really difficult compared to previous, to the past and the present areas. I think this first level, because it's sort of just getting you into it, it's not as hard. But the other areas later on, they get so difficult. There's lots of things with like electric and very mechanical sort of things going on. So yeah, it's just one of those, it's a really clever idea. No one really used it before this. I mean, other than in case like movies using like Back to the Future's definitely been referenced a few times in this game, I'm sure, but I always get confused because oh, get that sax going. Yes, be like it. As far as I'm aware, this game and Sonic 2 were made at basically created at the same time. One was a Japanese studio and one was by the American studio. There was a past one in there. How do you get in there? Let's see if I can loop up. No, won't let me do it. I thought I was going to be able to loop up there, but not. Okay, let's go this way. See if we can sneak back in. Oh, oh, oh. No, that's not going to work. Okay, we'll go this way then. Yeah, so it was made by two different studios of Sega. And I believe Sonic 2 was the American one, and this is the Japanese version. But I may have that round the wrong way, so I'm going to have to look that up and I'll let you know. Maybe right now. Hello, this is Jack from the future. Yes, Sonic CD was made in Japan, and Sonic 2 was created in America. They were split. Both Sonic team sides were made a project on the actual both games, but they split it after the, Sonic 1 was made. So there you go. Now you may continue past Jack. Carry on. Bye bye. So yeah, that may have cleared that up for you. I still need to find a past area flagpole here, and I can't seem to find it at the moment, which could be a bit of a bugger. But I'll try my best to get what I can. I'm not going to say I'm going to complete this as the way you're supposed to complete it, because you know, it's quite difficult. It's definitely one of the most difficult Sonic games. Oh yeah, and I'll also show you the Super Peel Out, which is this random thing, which is a bit like the a bit like the... Oh, there's a password. The spin dash, but you can use the peel out to give you that instant boost for getting the going back into the present, past or future, like in the actual time travel thing. You can't really use it with the spin dash, so the peel out is useful in some cases. Oh, I need to stop. Oh, I went back to the future. I didn't want to do that. Oh, back to the future, lol.
Great Scott!
But now I'm on top of here, I think I might be able to get the other past. Oh, that was sneaky, wasn't it? If I go around here, I think there was another past one here, so if I just jump off... Yeah, there we go. Oh, well, I didn't use it. Oh, that was terrible. Okay. Whatever, I'll just go to the end of this level. I'm not that bothered about getting the good future. I think I've used all the past barriers now, the past checkpoints. So I think I don't have much of a choice. I'll see if I can go up here and get the other one again, but I don't think I can. No, look, it's already been used, so that's the problem with this. You've only got limited chances. Unless you die, I think is the only other way you can get through it. So yeah, I've used the two, so I think I have to go back and just complete the level, which is a bit of a bugger. So this is what I mean, it is quite difficult to actually complete this game using that proper mode. So you've got to be very careful how you use it, but because I was showing off the bad future, I thought I'd just show it off there. But I think this is the goal, yeah, so when you hit the goal you can't go back. So, bit of a bugger, but never mind. I'll show you the special stage off as well. So I just got through Zone 2 rather than getting a good future that time. So I can't complete the game properly. You've got to do it in both zones, and then you get the third zone as the boss fight. Here's a special stage. These are pretty cool. You've got to basically just jump into these UFOs, but it's sort of... The best way I can describe it, it's very F-Zero-esque in its design. I don't know if it's just the time has come in and you know, games had advanced a little bit more, but you know, always nice to show off. I'm not very good at these, but I'll see what I can do. There's one. There's another one. There's two more UFOs. There they are. And they're very difficult to angle yourself into, so let's see if I can use the grass area to try and give me a bit of a help. If you go into the water you lose time, so you've got to be careful avoiding those areas. Oh, there was a spring. Missed that completely. There he is, and we got him. Nice, there you go. And here you get a time stone, which isn't a Chaos Emerald. So that is the alternative way to unlock them. If you get all the time stones, you can also can complete the game that way and get the good ending by unlocking all the time stones. So there's two ways of doing it. Okay, because I got only the one good future, I'm now in the bad future for this act, which is never advised because the boss fights can be very difficult on there sometimes. But actually, to be fair, the first one's quite easy, and most of them in this game aren't too bad compared to other Sonic games. But let's just rush through, and I'll show you the boss quickly. Here we go. It is our good old friend Robotnik, and he's the funky music of his. Right, we can just hit the springs and nothing happens. So you just gotta wait. Just gotta wait till he's ready. Here you go, and now we jump at him. Oh, there we go again, and one more. There we go, and that's it. Only 3 hits. Easiest boss ever. It's only the first one, so we'll let the game off. Oh, and then we just hit this thing, and that's it. Level over. Doodaloo. Music definitely got a different emphasis on this game compared to other games, and that's where they used a lot of the memory.